That's the reality of it. Where you get the truth, where you get the real, where you get to see all the things that's going on all around you. And we tell it like it is.
Welcome back to That's the Reality of It. I am so thankful you tuned in again this morning to watch a fantastic show, and we always bring you a fantastic show.
That's the reality of it.
That's what I'm talking about. And what are guests coming up new?
Well, I'm Maisha, and you are.
Oh, I'm William. So she keeps me on point with that. That's what I'm saying.
Some of the people that we have coming, we have some very light topics, and then we have some very heavy topics.
Right.
So it's just like, to me, this range of motion that's coming at you.
From CPR learning.
CPR, first aid to mental health, healing, health and wellness.
Serious things about abuse of sexual
violation,
abuse.
And some resources that may be available to help those who have experienced some of these things, some of these traumas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can't go anywhere because these shows are going back to back to back. And we still got some footage for Lexington Market, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Bryant Jenkins in Reisterstown can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
At Liberty Animal Clinic, they know that your pet is a member of the family and you want to make sure they are healthy and receive excellent care. Their top veterinarians and staff will treat them like family and give the best care, medical treatment, and attention you can get anywhere. Liberty Animal Clinic provides these excellent services, and they are open 6 days a week, including giving them a complete physical, and office hours are by appointment, so please call. Let your extended family
Join our family!
Lexington Market at the Royal Deli. I'm so happy to be here. Look at all of this excitement. So we're with Maritza. Do you want to say your name?
Maritza.
Maritza, yes, I'm going to work on that. And she's going to show us how she makes these great delis. They have these great delis here. So come on over. Okay, so we have the lettuce, nice and simple, cucumbers. Cucumbers, get your vitamin C. Okay, tomatoes. You say tomato, I say tomato. Tomate. Oh, okay. What language is tomate?
Spanish.
Oh, habla español? Okay, that's about it for me. Okay, so we got fresh lettuce, cucumbers, tomate, carrots on top. Nice.
Seafood salad, tuna salad, on the top is salad.
Okay, that's extra. If you want to get the extra for the people who eat the meat.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Nice. And so you make this. This is nice and fresh.
Yes.
Seafood salad. Okay.
Yes.
Gracias.
I'm here. We have another testimonial from Mr.
Jerry Stewart. I'm here this weekend from Columbus, Ohio. Discovered Lexington Market about 10 years ago, and every time I'm in town, it's not Baltimore without stopping at Lexington Market. Stopped here for lunch today on my way up to Johns Hopkins.
Do you work at Johns Hopkins?
No, I live in Columbus, Ohio. I'm here just for the weekend, but I've always got to stop at Lexington Market.
What do you like about Lexington Market?
I love the vibe. I love the food. Love the community here. So it's a must-do every time I'm in Baltimore.
Do you tell your friends to come down?
Absolutely. If they're coming to Baltimore, they're coming to Lexington Market.
Okay, we're here at Muley's Bakery, and we have the owner of Muley's Bakery. Tell us about the bakery.
We have a cookie, fresh cookie baked every day, and a cake make every day, and pastries and bread. Every day is fresh.
So it's baked every day, so it stays fresh.
Yeah. Yes.
What's your best sell?
Everything on the window is sell every day. Yeah.
Is Lexington Market a good place to be?
Yes. It's good market. Yes.
So should everybody come down and get some of your cake and bakeries and cookies?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I have a fresh cake, cookie, and come on down. Yes.
We're back here at Lexington Market. We have another patron who loves coming to Lexington Market. We're going to find out who she is and why.
Actually, I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm in the city for the weekend. My best friend from elementary school is getting married, and this is my first trip in here. I was asked how I like it. I thought it was, I'm just taking it all in. It's a lot. It's very interesting.
Have you seen a market like this before?
Actually, no, I haven't. And being in Houston, you think there might be something like this, but I have not what I've seen yet. And
How you like the market?
I like it a lot. I definitely think I'm gonna get some stuff here because I'm only in the area for the weekend, so definitely need some fruit.
Thank you so much for coming.
We are Mulch Masters. Our talented and experienced team works together to give any residential property the polished, professional appeal of the very finest landscapes. Famous for our deep-cut bed edges that define your garden areas, Mulch Masters uses the best finely shredded, color-enhanced mulches, and you'll enjoy the curb appeal Mulch Masters can bring to your property. Call Mulch Masters, 410-529-6200, serving Harford and Baltimore County.
Welcome back to Let's Talk with Maisha. I am here with Miss Ursula Shea Woman. So can you go right into what that means and tell us a little bit about Ursula Shea Woman?
Sure. So the term Shea Woman and urban Shea Woman comes from the idea that shaman tradition had indigenous people really knew that everyone has the ability to heal themselves. What they think, what they eat, what they do, maybe herbs around them. One of the common concepts is that everything that's in the environment where someone lives, the plants, the water, the trees, all hold the information that you need to heal yourself once you are living in a place.
Even in the urban communities where we live now?
Absolutely.
So like the gardens, the greens?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we hear the word urban, we think of everything that's toxic. Vacancies, crime, food deserts.
You're
We
right.
can create our own healing space
Absolutely.
wherever we are.
Absolutely. And that was purposeful. That
Yes.
urban, that's where we need Shea people right now, in urban areas. Absolutely.
I'm a Shea person.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us a little bit about emancipation?
Yes, emotional emancipation.
Okay,
absolutely. So emotional emancipation, circles in particular, is a movement that started in New Haven, Connecticut, with the Community Healing Network. I'm a facilitator here in Baltimore City, and Baltimore is one of just 3 American cities that have been selected for a global tour. The emancipation is to have people of African descent heal from the lie of inferiority, black inferiority and white supremacy. And just like other trauma that we hear about, it's already been scientifically proven that racial trauma is held in our DNA. So unlike PTSD that traditionally came from soldiers or warriors, even someone who has served, like in conflict, I have worked with some veterans, they know consciously that they're not in war. So even if they hear something, they can still say to themselves, okay, you are home, you're not in Afghanistan, you're not on the playing field. But for people of color, the trauma is ongoing. So it takes on a different thing. So when we hear sirens, when we see news, you see someone that looks like you, that looks like a loved one, that looks like your son or daughter, reflected in the news, it heightens the sense of trauma.
Because it's generational.
It's intergenerational and ongoing.
Okay.
So emotional emancipation is a modality to just have circle in the tradition of village. That's a safe space for people to talk and challenge themselves and each other and feel together. And it's unbelievable.
How can we find out more information about all of these great topics that you've presented?
Well, I am happy to share all that I know. And you can reach me at Urban Shea Woman, which is URBANSHAYWOMAN. I had to spell it out for myself. And, on Instagram, and also that beginning at KandakeAcademy.org. Kandake Academy is spelled KANDACE Academy, ACADEMY. urbanshawoman.org.
Can we Google you too? Can we Google Urban Shea Woman?
And you can. And there's Urban Shea Woman on Facebook for,
Oh,
as my
okay.
youngest told me, those old people. I'm sorry, the mature people. Yes.
Okay, the older adults.
Yes,
So
that's right.
we can find you on Facebook, Instagram.
Absolutely.
You're like all over the place.
I am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for tuning in with Let's Talk with Maisha.
Thank you.
If you're having a tough time selling your home or leasing your property, call Kemp & Associates Real Estate and Property Management, the real estate specialists. Kemp & Associates specialize in residential, commercial sales, and lease and property management. They have expert comprehension services for investors, property owners, first-time home buyers, landlords, and tenants. Call today to buy or list your property and see how fast it goes.
Kemp & Associates, your real estate specialist. Don't make a move without us.
It's time to hit the trails on a bike from the Pikesville Bicycle Shop. They have all makes and models for all ages and sizes, and they'll service your bike and customize it to fit your needs. So for the very best variety of bikes, the best service and price, come to Pikesville Bicycle Shop or call 410-602-BIKE and take advantage of our special deals.
I love my Hero.
Thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk with Maisha. I am Maisha, and I am here with Mr. Milton Burgess, who is an American Red Cross CPR instructor.
That's
Is
correct.
that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you do, Milton.
What I do is I teach people how CPR, how to react, how to recognize, and what to do in an emergency situation.
Okay, so you're really out there saving lives, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I like to do.
So I really like your mission about community.
Yes.
You will show anyone how to save a life, and that is people walking in the street, people in the community, people in the neighborhood. It's just you and your mannequin.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I carry my mannequins with me in my car,
Uh-huh.
and I try to make people understand is that you don't have to be certified in order to know CPR.
Okay.
Yes.
So Milton, I heard you mention the cardiac chain of survival.
Yes.
What is that?
That's basically what we teach people. Is the 5 links in the chain of survival. The first one is recognizing, activating the 911 emergency.
Okay.
Second one is performing CPR.
Okay.
The third one is what we call AED, a defibrillator. I teach people how to use the defibrillator. The fourth one is what we call advanced care. That's when the advanced medical services arrive on the scene, which is an ambulance. And the fifth one is a hospital, post-care.
So that's the big range. So you go from people like me,
layman's
who
person,
may not
yes.
know anything, a layman's
Right,
person,
right.
all the way to like the paramedics.
To the paramedics arriving on the scene. But first thing I always want to teach people is make sure that the scene is safe. I also teach people how to recognize the scene. You know, make
Okay.
sure that you take care of yourself first. Okay, that's exactly what I do. That's one of the things that I do.
Oh, so we're back at that recognition and acknowledgement piece. Like we don't want to walk into a fire.
Never walk into a situation where your health or your safety can be compromised.
Only you can do that.
Well, I have
You've
to take
done
care
that.
of myself. I've done
You
it
have
before,
done
but
that.
I also know when to lead the scene also.
Okay. Yes. So you do other things as well. Can you tell us a little bit about dental? So you're a dental hygienist?
I'm a dental technician.
Dental technician. What is that, and what do you do?
I basically work chair size by a lot of dental dentists, prosthodontists, a lot of specialists. And what we do is we perform dentistry on people. But my main thing is that I try to go into the community and teach people about dentistry, also the importance of it.
Flossing.
Flossing,
How to
brushing, checkups, staying on top of it, because everything, who we are, we put inside our mouth starts by what we put in our mouth.
Yes.
So taking care of your teeth, everything allows you to chew your food properly, so where you can swallow it, where you can digest it properly. So.
And that's important. I've read a scenario where a young kid had a cavity and it wasn't treated and he died.
Yes.
Because the infection went to his brain.
Yes. I was on that project. It's called the DeMonte Project. I was the original driver of the mobile dental van that was financed by the state of Maryland, Governor O'Malley at the time. It was a sad situation. He didn't have any dental insurance. He went to several dental offices. They refused to see him. He later on that night he had an abscess. The abscess bust, got into his bloodstream, and he died.
Wow. Who knew that your mouth could affect so many other areas? I mean, like, I know when you get a toothache, it hurts like nothing else.
Well, that's bacteria gets into the teeth. Bacteria, the blood gets into the bloodstream. It travels into the bloodstream and stuff, and then makes you sick. So that's why I try to educate people that you should, especially parents, that you should start taking your kids at a younger age to the dentist so they won't have that fear.
So if we want to know more about you, what can we do?
Well, what you can do is basically start taking your kids to the dentist about around 2 years old.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Milton Burgess, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
joining us.
Right.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have a demonstration from Milton of the arts of CPR.
If having healthy teeth and gums are important to you, be aware of these potential dangers: premature loss of teeth, severe gum disease, bleeding gums, constant bad breath, and even cancer. So don't play around with your dental health. Go where the best dental experts are: Northwest Dental. The extraordinary family and general dentistry at Northwest Dental help avoid those serious dental problems. And their dentists will give you the best dental care you can get anywhere. Call Northwest Dental because your teeth are too important not to.
Okay, we're back with Mr. Milton Burgess, and he is going to show us the mechanics of CPR.
That's correct. First thing I want to say that 90% of cardiac arrest does happen at home. So your response is very critical to the survival of a family member, friend, neighbor, okay? So the first thing you want to do is, as always, you want to check your scene, make sure that the scene is safe. You want to make sure you want to tap that person, see if there's any response. If there's no response, next thing you want to do, you want to check for breathing. All right, how are we going to check for breathing? Well, first thing we want to do is that we want to take our ear, we're going to use our feel and touch. We want to be feeling, see if there's any air. We're going to use sight, see whether the chest is rising. If none of that is rising, you want to check for about 5 to 10 seconds. If there's no response after 5 to 10 seconds, at that point you want to call 911, because at that point you got a cardiac emergency. All right, first thing you want to do is, this is called the sternum, the breastbone. You want to interlock your hands, get over the patient or the person. You want to start going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice how my elbows are locked. I'm using my weight to press down. I want to go down at least 2 inches. For kids, you want to go down at least 1.5 inches, okay? You continue for 30 compressions. After 30 compressions, you want to pinch the nose. This is a barrier. Place on top. Pinch the nose. You want to open up the airway, okay? Because you want to allow oxygen to get into the lungs. Open. You want to watch the chest rise. Come up. After 2, what they call rescue breaths, you want to go back to chest compressions, okay? You want to do 30 compressions, okay? 5 sets, at least 120 compressions per minute. You continue this until you see obvious signs of life. You're too tired to go home. AED arrives on the scene, and advanced medical care has arrived on the scene, okay? These are the steps that you want to follow. These are basic steps to saving someone's life. And the purpose of CPR, you want to continue to have blood flow to the vital organs, mostly to the brain, because after 5 minutes, the brain begins to die. And that's the basic steps of CPR, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Milton. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk with Maisha.
I used to be on crack cocaine.
I used to be on heroin.
I used to be on heroin. I used to be on pills.
And now we're not.
My name is Pamela Dukes. I used to be an addict. Now I'm the owner of By Grace Counseling Services, where we help addicts become productive members of society.
By Grace Counseling Services is a certified methadone clinic, and they can help you live a drug-free life. Don't fight those demons alone. Call 443-831-0191. Call now.
Hey, Baltimore, what time is it?
It's crab time! And they are at United Crab and Seafood, the home of the half bushel, where we believe the best crabs are the best deal.
They have the best crabs and seafood platter in town all year round.
And they have catering for all occasions and events. Go to their website and see their extensive seafood menu.
United Crab and Seafood, located on Liberty Road near Northern Parkway.
Hi, welcome to Let's Talk with Maisha. Today I'm here with June Makel and Mr. William Allen. Hi. I'm sure you see some familiar faces. So June, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us who you are and what you do. Tell the world.
Well, June Makel, published author. However, I go by the pen name of Saida Shakur.
Okay.
I am a published author. However, I do spoken word as well.
Thank
I'm a
you.
spoken word artist.
So you're an author.
Yes, I am.
Tell us about your book.
Okay, my book is entitled February, and February is about a young girl, teenage girl, who happened to be assaulted sexually by the neighborhood jock. And consequentially, she gets pregnant and he denies the baby, which in turn causes estrangement as the child grows older.
Wow. Deep and heavy.
Yes.
And it happens a lot.
A lot.
And it's kept quiet a lot.
Definitely.
So what is the theme of, like, does she overcome this, and is she able to defeat this, or is she defeated by this huge obstacle in her life?
No, actually, she is not defeated.
Okay.
However, February becomes very determined because she really didn't have a choice in, first of all, being pregnant. Secondly, nor does she have the choice to have the baby. She does have the baby, and after having the baby, the rapist does not acknowledge the child as his own, actually accuses February's boyfriend.
Okay, we don't want to tell too much of
about
the book.
Okay,
About the
being the actual father.
Yeah.
But
So many people have been assaulted. Men, women, young, old, sexually assaulted, physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yes.
And our topic is about health and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
So does the book offer some type of resources, or what can you learn from if you are actually in February's shoes?
Well, first and foremost, the reason I wrote the book was to help those who have been in certain situations where they are estranged from their parents, regardless of what the reason may have been. Because I found in my journey there were many children who were estranged from either their mother or their father, whether it was because of a personal attack, whether it was because of race relations, whether maybe it was incest induced. So basically I wanted to develop a forum where these people could come, have a safe place to discuss the personal experience they've had and be able to heal, because ultimately they are not the ones who caused the experience to happen in the first place, but they are definitely living with that effect.
Yes.
Let me ask this, because we talked earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's make sure that the people that you're talking about and the people that are watching the show, they might say, well, how does she know about this type of experience? How would she write this book about things that happen like that? And I want them to understand that February is your mom.
Yes, February is my mother.
And the baby is you.
Is me.
Okay, so you can relate to that personally. So when you tell your story, it's not like you're guessing or reading up on something. This is something you actually experienced.
Yes.
And you mentioned also that she was raped twice.
By my father.
By the same person,
by my
right?
biological father.
Now my question is, and I didn't ask it when we was off camera, but the first time she was raped, you said that she didn't tell anyone.
Mm-mm.
Because she didn't want, you said the guy that raped her to mess up his scholarship?
Well, not so much him, but his adversary.
Mm-hmm.
And two, during those times you didn't really talk about it because the female was always blamed in those cases, if a male was to be inappropriate with her. So she was also friends with his sister. Mm-hmm. So she didn't want to mess up those dynamics, and then on top of that, having to go home with this news to my grandparents, she just didn't want to deal with that. When she did speak to him about the first incident, he said he would never do it again, but consequently he did, and that's how I came about.
And you know why he did it again? Because she didn't say anything the first time. Because I just want people that are watching the show that what she did, your mom,
Mm-hmm.
You can understand back then those days, okay?
Yes.
But at the same time, we don't want you feeling, or people that are watching the show feeling that if somebody rapes you and you're friends with the people, you're trying not to get them in trouble, forget that. Get them in trouble, call the police, because you got to think about yourself and your family before you worry about somebody who actually raped you, okay? So that's why I want to put that out there. I want them to think that's okay to be looking out for the rapist people. You understand
Exactly, and especially with the recent Me Too movement, and the Senator Kavanaugh, they were wondering why the lady who was attacked didn't come out when it happened. Because, a lot of time there is fear. And not only with the fear comes the denial. Like in my situation, I was denied. My father said he's not my biological. And yes, we did do a blood test if there's a question, and he was proven 100%, and a lot of times when people are assaulted or taken advantage of, it's by people they know. You know, it's by people they know, and
it brings fear. It brings fear because they don't want to, like you said, be put out there. Because too many times, women, like you mentioned earlier, judge they're not the victim. They perpetrated it. You know,
Yes.
they wanted it. As
Right.
and it's not necessarily that they wanted. It's because they had no choice. Somebody, you know, abused them. They were raped, and their fear is that, well, if I put this out there, people gonna look at me funny. People gonna look at me. Am I right?
Exactly.
So what are some of the resources that are out there for people who want to take the first step? I mean, it seems like everybody now can Google Me Too. And figure, you know, we have resources where we can look and we can go on the internet or we can go on the web and try to find out where we can get help.
So yes, so whatever county you may be located in, any state, you can Google rape crisis, and that will come up, or assault help. That will help you to get some resources and be able to connect with people who've been in the same predicament.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I would like to do a part 2 when we come back for
Okay.
another show, because
Yes.
she also mentioned that her mother was raped twice by this person. So I want to kind of get this out there about why the second time happened and nothing else happened. You know, I want to put it all out there. Can we keep it real here? All right, so
Okay.
I know you.
Yeah, it's a
you
little
keep
heavy.
it
It's a little heavy, but you know what? There are some people out here who may need the
Need to know
support,
that.
and you never know what may happen.
So,
So
especially when you're a teenage girl.
yes.
Right.
So thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk with Maisha. We'll be back.
Save yourself the trouble. Call Cold Spring Company for all your heating needs. At Cold Spring Company, we provide the best heating services for all systems. We offer expert installation and maintenance. Call Cold Spring today at 410-367-8719.
Be lifted up and inspired by Larry Goodwin's new gospel CD, No More T-Shirt Funerals. It touches the personal pain of those who lost loved ones due to senseless gun violence. Get this powerful CD and share the message. Would you like to make $300 to over $3,000 a week on your own time? Then call Odyssey Production and join their marketing team by selling TV advertisements. And you can get paid each day. For more information, go to the employment section on our website or call 443-394-7333.
Wow, awesome.
Woo!
Was that awesome?
Heavy.
Heavy,
Deep,
heavy.
deep. Yeah.
They cannot stop watching the show because the information we give them and the topics is just amazing.
Yes, and there's some value to come out of everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. We are bringing the reality of it, and we're seeking the value.
Okay, so when God gives you another day, that's another opportunity to do the right thing. Do not blow that opportunity.
Be blessed.
Put God first, because through Him, all things are possible. See you next week.